Alright guys, here's my video on how to clean and properly season your cast iron skillet after every usage. So the important thing here is to remember to never ever use something like this, which is, a sponge with soap, right? You never want to use that. You never want to use soap, and you never want to use a sponge with soap especially. The best thing you want to do every single time is use a scrubber like this. I got it from Home Bed Bath and Beyond, something like that. I don't know, one of those kind of places. You can get them anywhere really. It's made out of copper. It's a little bit porous right there. That, water, and salt. Boom, and salt. See, it's a bad angle, but anyways. So salt. So here, let's get into it. So we want to start the water. Then we're going to take a scouring brush and just go around it like this. I made pierogies today, so it's got the grease and stuff in it. So we go around it like this. Get all that initial grime off of it, like that. Perfect. Now as you can see here, I've added the salt. So with the wet scouring brush, you just want to work all that in. Just work it in like that. See the difference in color right there? That's because all that grease is coming off of it. So scrub it like this, pour some more water on it, just rinse that off, and then we move. Now we are going to move to the stove. So I've wiped away all that excess moisture right here. I have the cast iron skillet. It's on a high heat, actually the highest it can go. What we want to do is we want to let all that water evaporate off that. So once your skillet becomes warm to the touch, what you want to do is you want to take a little bit of oil, cooking oil, in this case canola oil. Just put a little bit of drop in there. Then we want to rub it around. So this is with the heat off now. So I've turned the heat off. And this is called seasoning your pan. So what this does, it creates a barrier between the food and your the metal in the skillet, and it'll give it a better than non-stick surface. So if you have to do this every single time you use the skillet. You wash it with just water, scouring brush, then you use the salt, really scrub that in, and then you take it from the sink, then you put it onto the stove, put it on high heat, let some of that water evaporate, then put a little dab of the oil on it like I did, and then rub it in on the sides, on the bottom, and see how it glistens like that? When you keep doing that time after time after time, eventually you won't have to do it anymore because it's going to be non-stick. So what we're doing is we're protecting the skillet by doing this process, by seasoning the process. Don't worry about germs, anything like that. They don't stick to cast iron. These pots have been used since the beginning of, since iron's been used by humans. I mean, on the pioneer days, through the 30s, through the 1830s really, this has always been the manner of cooking, and it creates, in my opinion, the best non-stick cooking surface for any kind of pan, whether it's a $150 skillet pan, one of those Rachel Ray ones or Food Network ones. This one actually happens to be an Emerald Lagasse cast iron skillet. Either way, if you do this to any kind of cast iron skillet, even if you take a look at your grandparents' cast iron skillet from 60, 70 years ago, it should be slick as ice because they've done this process, because they've seasoned it again and again and again and again, that it eventually builds it up like this. So number one, don't use soap. Don't use one of those non-abrasive scrubbers, and then just clean it off with that, with the water, then the salt, then stick it on here, and then season it with the cooking oil. There you go. And then just keep doing that for like, I don't know, however many times you use it for, say, 6 months, and you'll have the best pan of your life, and you'll be able to give that to your grandkids in your will, and it'll be the best pan. It'll have the best flavor because it's been seasoned, and it'll be the best pan you've ever owned. Just trust me. All right, guys. So this is this White Boy Cooks, and I hope this was informative for you.